What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today we'll be talking about the over 200 to 250 leaked cars that have recently been found in the game files. Some of these cars we can expect to see. I'll specifically be focusing on the new cars coming in the overall franchise, as that's what a lot more of us are interested in seeing, and pretty much discussing when and if we can expect to see many, if not all, of these cars. Now, if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, greatly appreciate it. It of course will keep you up to date with further videos related to this, including new news, new leaks, general other tutorials and Forza content, and of course smash a like and comment down below once you guys have stayed to the end of the video and checked out all the cars. Do you approve of these cars, and what cars do you want to see coming to Forza in the near future? But guys, with all of that out of the way, I'm going to be getting started on some of the first cars we can expect to see, and of course I'm really only going to be covering a lot of the new and exciting cars in this video, as if I were to cover all 200 to 250 of them, it would be like a 40-minute video if I were to cover each car with a little bit of detail. So I figured I'm going to cover at least around 15 to 20 of these cars in a little bit more detail specifically, and of course the new cars coming to the franchise, as most of the cars in this list are older cars from Forza Horizon 4, which to be honest from default have just been put in this list that we probably will see in the game, which aren't very exciting, or a lot of the cars have just been put in this list on default just because they're in the previous Horizon games, which we probably won't even see into the game, so not very exciting. So I figured I would cover some of the new cars that have recently been getting updated, which is a huge inclination they will come to the game in the coming future. So of course one of the first cars I want to cover is the new Porsche 992 GT3, which has actually been confirmed by Forza is coming to the game, and there was a little bit of information about this on Reddit and Twitter. And if you guys want me to go into more detail on the list, I can provide more links, etc. and sources if you guys want to see it in the comments down below. But the Porsche 992 GT3 is a pretty massive car to come to the game. It's a probably new car that's more than just an average car. It's a little bit of a supercar that we haven't seen in previous Forza games. And of course a lot of the Porsche or German car fans would love to see this, and definitely something I'm excited to see. Two of the next cars, guys, are the Rolls-Royce Wraith and the Rolls-Royce Dawn. Now, of course, Rolls-Royce have been found in the game files, which they have been for a while. However, the difference is that the Rolls-Royce Wraith that has been found in the game files is actually an updated Wraith that we've never seen before. Now, previously, the Rolls-Royce Wraith we saw in the game files was just the same car we already saw in the actual game files from Forza Horizon 3. As for those who want to aware, Rolls-Royce were around in Forza Horizon 3, but this were not in Horizon 4, Horizon 5. So this is a new Rolls-Royce Wraith that we've seen in the game files, which is a very good inclination they will be coming to the game, because why would they model and get the physics prepared for a new car to be put in the game files if it weren't to be added? Of course, a little bit interesting as to why they'd want to do that. Sometimes you could attribute it to licensing issues, but you'd assume they'd already have dealt with that and expected licensing issues considering they weren't in Horizon 4. Three other new cars: the Audi RS3 Sedan, the Audi RS4 Avant, and the Audi RS5 Sportback. All of these are new Audis, 2020, 2021 facelifts that we haven't seen before in the game, and it's about time we see some new Audis. I've already covered these cars before in another video, but I figured I'd go on and recover them, as this one is quite a big video on all of these new leaked cars. The next car, again, the BMW M8, another car that we haven't really seen any new BMWs of in quite a while, and the M8 being the top flagship model of the BMW manufacturer. This is a very cool car, and I'm sure a lot of us are pretty happy to see this. There were rumors this was going to be added to Horizon 4, however it never made the cut, so I'm happy it's finally making a Horizon 5, considering this is a car with a 0 to 100 speed of around 3 seconds flat, which is absolutely insane for what is considered a sports car and a BMW in general. The next car on the list is a Ferrari Tributo, another new Ferrari, and hopefully in addition to this we can see the new SF90 Stradale. However, that's yet to be added into the game files, but I'm sure it will be at one stage. It's a pretty cool Ferrari to see in the game, again what I'm quite happy to see. And just a little bit of information to touch on these cars. Obviously all these cars, despite being added to the game files and of having some modification in the game files, they're not all confirmed 100% to be added into the game. I can assure you at least half of these cars will be added over time into the game, however not necessarily 100% of them, so keep that in mind. And in addition, when we can expect these cars, again another clue that's really up to hypothesization, guys. So we could expect to see some of these cars coming to Series 6 update in a couple of weeks. Others might not come until around 6 months down the line. That's what we saw in Horizon 4 when there were around 150 cars leaked towards the start of the game's introduction, and later towards the end of the Horizon 4 life cycle, around 80 of those cars were added into the game. So chances are over half these cars will be added to the game, which is great to see, but not necessarily all of them, but I guess time will end up telling. The next car is another Ferrari, the 1968 Ferrari 280 GTO Evo, a very cool car, one that might not seem as cool at first when you hear that 1968 year model, but definitely something pretty cool to see, just like cars like the Ferrari F40 or the F50, specifically the F40 competition that we currently have in the game. The next car is one that I've also covered previously, as have a fair few other people, the McLaren 765 LT, which I'm surprised we haven't already seen in the game, considering how close McLaren and Forza were working together in Horizon 4, as you guys would have seen with the Speedtail, the Senna, and more. 765 LT is pretty much just an upgraded 720S with numerous performance and exterior upgrades, which is definitely something I'd like to see in the game, as we haven't seen a new McLaren other than McLaren GT for actually quite a while now. The next car is the 2019 Porsche 911 GT2 RS YSAR package. Didn't pronounce that right, guys, but you guys get the memo. A pretty cool and new Porsche we haven't seen before, and would definitely spice up the game a little bit. And on the topic of that new Porsche, here's another one, the 2021 Porsche 911 GT3 Touring Edition, which of course would be pretty cool to see the 2021 model, just like the Porsche 992 GT3, which would definitely be something I'm pretty excited to see. Now the last car on this list is one that's a little bit controversial, or at least some people have mixed opinions on, and is the 2015 Tesla Model S P90D. It is actually in the game files, guys, and one thing a fair few people have been saying is that, we won't see Tesla in the game because they have no marketing budget. That's what Elon Musk said. But guys, Tesla were just seen in Gran Turismo 7, so obviously they've made it work for games, so it's really just a matter of whether Horizon 5 can secure that licensing or not. So I guess time will tell on that one too, and hopefully we can see these Teslas, as considering they're one of the biggest manufacturers in the world right now, it would be pretty crazy to see some of those new Teslas finally make their way back into Forza. That's mostly going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. These are some of the best and most highly anticipated cars in that huge list that was recently leaked, or at least has been since the start of Forza's release. And if you guys did enjoy, be sure to go and drop a like and subscribe, and comment down below, do you want to see these cars, and if so, which ones are you most excited to see? And guys, be sure to check out the Series 5 modded accounts from MitchCactus.com in the description below. As these new cars are added to the game, they'll all be available in these new modded accounts. They come with 900 million credits, 3 of every single rare car, tens of thousands of super wheel spins, and more. We can provide you guys a pre-made account or even a mod to your personal currently existing account, and just for assurance of our legitimacy, we have over 2,700 reviews right now on our Trustpilot page. Feel free to go in and check that out. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, thank you guys all so much for watching.